In spite of its role in establishing Capcom's reputation in the 80s and 90s, the Mega Man series appears to have withered into obscurity in the past few years, following the departure of co-creator Kenji Inafune and the high-profile cancellation of 3 games in the series. So what went wrong for the Blue Bomber, and could his creator's new Kickstarter project change his fortunes in the years to come? Number 1. The beginnings. Inafune joined Capcom in 1987, and his first job was to assist on the design of Street Fighter, the opening in a brawler series that wouldn't explode into popularity until the sequel showed up 4 years later. Inafune's biggest contribution in those early years, however, was his co-creation of the Mega Man series, or Rockman as it is known in Japan. Immediately recognizable from his chunky proportions and distinctive blue armor, Mega Man's 1987 debut on the Nintendo Entertainment System was a modest hit for Capcom, and its sales in Japan were deemed promising enough to risk a rushed release in the US. Its infamously botched North American box artwork being a symbol of its offhand treatment. The signs of a popular series were there, but Capcom was nervous about pouring too much money into the development for a sequel. Inafune and his team, determined to get their ideas onto a cartridge, decided to go ahead and make a second game, while working on other projects at the same time. Although Mega Man 2 was created in little more than 12 weeks or so, the gamble paid off, as well as selling about 1.5 million copies. Mega Man 2 in 1988 was a critical hit and cult hit. Its fast-paced platform action and brutal difficulty levels. The success of Mega Man prompted Capcom to support the series more fully, and 1990 was the year that marketed an unbroken run-up of follow-ups. That year's Mega Man 3 was followed not only by 3 numbered sequels, but also a whole slew of spin-off series, including the Mega Man X series for the Super Nintendo, beginning in 1993. Not to mention Mega Man Soccer 1994, the Mega Man Zero series 2002, and the Mega Man Battle Network series 2001, to name a few. Altogether, the Mega Man franchise straddled all kinds of genres and platforms, and from the very first game in 1987 to Mega Man 10 in 2010, Inafune worked on almost every entry in some captivity. But in its rush to spread the Mega Man brand far and wide, it could be said that Capcom may have created a certain amount of confusion. Even the most dedicated fans would have struggled to keep up with the sheer number of Mega Man games, which appeared between the years 2000 to 2003 alone. All told, that figure comes to 8.